Students in standard 8th class geography chapter 4, that is agriculture. Now agriculture, we all are quite familiar with the term agriculture. Agriculture is primary activity which includes various types of activities like growing crops, plowing, sowing, winnowing, etc., as well as growing fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock, means keeping or herding animal. 50% of persons in the world are engaged in agricultural activities. Not only in India but also other parts of the world also people they give lot of importance to the agricultural activity. Two-thirds of India's population is still dependent on agriculture. Hence, we can see near about 75% of India's population engaged in agricultural activities. Favorable topography of soil and climate. The soil and climate, these two factors play very important role in for the agricultural activities. The land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land. Arable land, fertile land where farmers they used to grow crops. Such land are called as arable land. Now economic activities. Economic activities are three types: primary activities, secondary activities and tertiary activities. Now one by one we will study about which activities comes in primary activities, which activities comes in secondary activities and which activities are called as tertiary activities. Now primary activities. Primary activities are those activities which are connected with extraction and production of natural resources. See my dear students, primary activities which are based on the natural activities such as agriculture, fishing, hunting, gathering, collecting, these all activities where no new production takes place. Such activities are called as primary activities. Then secondary activities. Secondary activities are concerned with the processing of natural resources to manufacturing products. Means in the secondary activities, which activities comes where processing takes place, such as sugarcane to sugar, cotton to cloth. Such activities are called as secondary activities. So remember, in secondary activities, new production takes place, means manufacturing of products where takes place. Natural resources to manufacturing products like baking of bread, weaving of cloth. So remember, in secondary activities, manufacturing products takes place. Now tertiary activities. Tertiary activities provide services like transport, trade, banking, insurance, advertising, etc. Just remember, in tertiary activities, no production takes place. No new production takes place, just only services are provided. In these activities, such as teachers, doctors, lawyers, as well as counselors, they provide services, transportation, as well as banking, insurance, advertising. Hence, tertiary activities, such a type of sector in which sector no production takes place, no manufacturing takes place, just only services are provided to the people. So this sector is also called as dominant sector. White collar job or the white collar especially services which we used to say are provided by the tertiary sector. So these are the three type of activities: primary activity where based on the natural resources where no new production takes place. Then secondary activities where manufacturing products business done by the people, and tertiary activities just only services are provided by the people. Various types of cultures or various types of farming. Agriculture. Agriculture means what? Raising crops and rearing livestock. Based on the crops, animal husbandry also done by the farmer, that is rearing livestock. Then sericulture. What is sericulture? So sericulture, rearing of silkworm and silk production. Then pisciculture means breeding of fish. Viticulture, cultivation of grapes. And horticulture means in it growing of vegetables, flowers and fruits. So these all are the types of farming, types of cultures we will see with the help of images. Now this is sericulture. You can see silkworms. Then pisciculture, various different kinds of fishes breed in the tanks, and pisciculture occupation done to earn money. Then viticulture, then we can see horticulture in its fruits as well as vegetables, flowers, etc., manufacturing, etc., grown. Then farm system. Agriculture or farming is a system in which seeds, fertilizers, machineries and labors are important inputs. Means seeds are required for doing agriculture. Then fertilizers, machineries and labors means human power is required. Then various activities done in agriculture, that is plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding and harvesting are some of the operations, very important activities. The outputs from the system includes, what are the outputs from agriculture? We get crops, we get dairy products means milk products, we get wool, poultry products such as eggs. Then farming includes the rearing of crops as well as animals, means based on the farming, rearing of crops as well as animals also reared by the farmers. Farming removes the concern of farmers of bad crops and crop loss as well as. So this is what about the farm system, which we all are living to the villages or nearby the villages. We can see such a type of activities. Most probably we all are having farms, and we all do our belongings, relatives and all. We are very familiar with these all type of activities. Now types of farming. There are the types of farming which we can see. Farming depends upon geographical condition, demand of produce, labors and level of technology. See, geographical condition, such as coastal area, some area comes in the coastal area, some area comes in the plateau area, some area comes in the plain area. So geographical condition is also affects on the farming. Then demand of produce, particular produce demand also make the farmers farmers forced to produce that to earn money, as well as availability of labor and level of technology. So these factors which is also makes matter, which also make matter. Then subsistence farming and commercial farming are the two types of farming. Subsistence farming, commercial farming. So we will see what is subsistence farming and what is commercial farming. Now subsistence farming, it means subsistence farming is practices to meet the needs of the farmer's family, just only fulfill family's need. Such a type of farming done by the ancient farmers, and needs less technology and labor. With the help of no technology or less technology, with the help of bull or with the help of old machineries or plow, with that such a type of farming done. So that is called as subsistence farming, means not in the point of view of business or to earn money or profit. Now intensive subsistence agriculture. In this farming, the farmer cultivates a small plot of land using simple tool and more labor. Rice is the main crop. Other crops include wheat, maize, pulses and oil seeds. This type of cultivation produce little to be left over, and mainly farmers fulfill only personal needs. Some of the farming where farmers intention behind to produce such a type of produce to fulfill their family needs. Such a type of farming called as intensive subsistence agriculture. Now, primitive subsistence agriculture. Primitive subsistence agriculture includes shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Now, what is primitive subsistence agriculture? Primitive subsistence farming meaning it is practiced on small patches of land with the help of primitive tools. Primitive tools, ancient or where no technology is used, simple tools. Now, shifting cultivation. We studied in standard 7th about shifting cultivation, especially tribal areas, people, eastern part of our country, people, they do shifting cultivation. In shifting cultivation, after cultivation, the soil is abandoned, kept as it is, and the cultivators move to a new plot. Means after cultivation, the farmers they keep abandoning the plot as it is, because of they thought that to make it to regain or to retain its fertility, for that reason they were keeping that plot of land as it is, and they were searching to new plot, moving to new plot for cultivation. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. After cultivation, whatever the stalks of the plant remain, they were burning, and that after burning, whatever ash they remain as it is over there, and that ash makes the land fertile. So this type of cultivation is also called as slash and burn agriculture. In most of the part of the country, it has been banned as proved to be futile. Now, nomadic herding. In nomadic herding, herdsmen move from place to place with their animals for fodder and water along defined routes. For herding, nomadic means moving one place to another place, and herding, keeping animal, taking animal in search of fodder and water. Such a type of herding is called as nomadic herding. In nomadic herding, animals like sheep, yak and goats are the herding animals near about, especially in north part of our country. Nomadic herding found. They sell their milk and flesh in the market and get things for survival. So these herders, nomadic herders, how they survive? They survive on the animals' milk as well as their flesh. Then also we can use to say their skin, sheep's wool, goat's wool, etc. So nomadic herders, in that way they survive their livelihoods. Now, commercial farming. Commercial farming means such a farming which is for sell in the market purpose, grown. Now, in commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared and grown for sale in the market. Especially their intention, commercial farming intention to earn profit, such as commercial crops we can use to say, such as cotton, sugarcane. Directly we cannot consume this type of crops, but this crop after selling in the market we earn huge profit, and profit based farming, that is called as commercial farming. In the profit intention, such a type of farming done by the farmers. It involves high mechanism and less labor. Means lot of skill is required, lot of technology is required for this commercial farming. Developed nations mostly perform this farming extensively. Most probably developed nation, they used to prefer commercial farming because we know that is a high mechanism, high technology is easily available, as well as farm areas, hectares are also widely spread, and where they can use of modern technology, and cause of that most probably developed nation, they perform, or they most probably follow commercial farming. Now, commercial grain farming. In commercial grain farming, crops like wheat and maize are grown for commercial purpose, for sell purpose in North America, Europe, and Asia, where temperate grasslands, especially these countries, for commercial purpose, for sell purpose, they grow such a type of crops like wheat and maize. Now, mixed farming. In mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and fodder crops and rearing livestock. It protects against crop loss. See here, mixed farming. In this type of farming, what farmer they do? They grow crops also. They grow fodder for the animals also, as well as they keep animals also. Means what? If suppose they do not get, or if suppose crop loss will be there, then too they can survive on the animal, survive based on the animal produce. And such a type of farming most probably done by the farmers, that is mixed farming. Now, plantation. Plantation are a type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana or cotton are grown. These crops are labor intensive and need specific climate condition. So all these crops we can use to say these are commercial crops. Means directly we cannot consume, where processing required, where lot of labor required, and also specific condition also required, such as crop tea, which require heavy rainfall, slope area, mountainous area. Coffee also such a type of climate require heavy rainfall. Then sugar can require lot of rainfall and hot climate. Then cashew, humid climate require. Like the banana is also require heavy lot of water require. Then such a type of produce which for the purpose of commercial based, means to sell in the market to earn, but for this purpose needs specific climate condition as well as skilled labor. Now, major crops. A variety of crops or many crops are grown to meet the requirement of growing population. We can see here, we can see most probably population which lives in metropolitan cities, urban areas, big cities, where no agricultural activities takes place, but they require food. So, to meet requirement of this growing population, crops are needed. So, major crops of India are rice, wheat, millets, maize, cotton, jute, coffee, tea. These crops can be grown as subsistence as well as commercial level. Subsistence means for family purpose, to fulfill family need, as well as to sell in the market, commercial purpose also. So rice, wheat, millets, maize, these subsistence purpose, cotton, jute, coffee, tea, this for the intention, for the commercial. As a commercial means to sell in the market. So these are the major crops which grown in India. Now, agricultural development. Agricultural development refers to efforts made to increase farm production in order to meet the growing demand of increasing population. To fulfill demand of increasing population, to meet population need, what require? Agricultural development require. In the field of agriculture, development is required for increasing seeds or farm produce. It includes better farming practices, better crops, variety and awareness of farmer. Also require new technology, then fertilizers, then we used to say lot of skill required for that. So agricultural development, what happened with the help of that? We can make it available to increasing population demand of food. A farm in India case study. A typical Indian Munna Lal has a farmland of about 1.5 hectares. What he did then? He purchases high yielding varieties of seed from the market every alternate year. Mostly subsistence farming exists in India. Subsistence just only fulfill family's need. So such a type of farm exists most probably in India. Labor availability and small size of farmlands make it for farmers to use intensive farming practices. Because of small size, we cannot use advanced technology for cutting, for throwing, for winnowing, etc. For that reason, lot of labor, human power required for that. And what is happening? What is happening due to the small size of land, as well as due to the old technological equipment used in the farming, farm produce reduce. A farm in USA. The average size of farm in the USA is about 250 hectares. That we have seen in India 1.5 hectares, and in USA 250 hectares. The farmers grow corn, soybean, wheat, cotton and sugar beet. Crops are grown at commercial level. Commercial for selling in the market to earn profit. For that intention, for crops are grown. Large farmlands and less population is suitable to development of this type of farming in developed nation. Due to the large farmland, advanced technology we can use for all type of farming activities, for cutting, for plowing, for sowing, etc. And hence what is happening? Huge production takes place. You can see here sugar beet, which is one of the commercial produce which produced in USA or developed nation to fulfill their needs. I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.